Morning all. Hope you guys are able to hear me.
Yes,
Oh, good.
Yes,
Are you able to see the screen which I am sharing?
yes,
Okay, good. So yesterday we have gone through the variables and data types and arrays concept, and I already told you to install the Eclipse in your laptops. I'm not sure how many of you people are already done the installation of Eclipse and Selenium and jar files in your laptop. If you haven't done, please try to install today and practice it. Okay. So today we are going to see conditional statements and loops. Conditional statements and loops. So here total six types are there under the conditional statement. Mostly we are calling it as first three are the conditional statement. If else, if, nested if. Okay. Break, continue, switch. These also we are calling it as under conditional statements only. So total we have six. Coming to the loops, we have four types: for, nested for loop, while loop, do while loop. These are called as a conditional statements and loops. Let's see one by one. First, we can see the conditional statements. Okay, we'll see theoretical part and we'll see practical part simultaneously. Okay, first let's see what is meant by if. These are the loops. Yeah, here you can see if state, if statement, if else statement, switch statement. Okay, so we have break and continue above. So let's see one by one. First we can see if and if else if. So here conditional statements are used to control the flow of the program and insert verification points and error handling. So here conditional statements are nothing but conditional statements are used to control the flow of the program by giving some verification points. For example, you can see the casual sentences in your daily life. If you crossed 18 years, then you are eligible to vote. If that condition is happened, then only the result you are eligible to vote, right? So like that, we have conditions while writing a statements of if else if else, nested if, switch. While writing all those things, we have a conditions. Okay, let's see one by one. First one is if. Let's go this one and let me create one package here again under src, new package. So I'm taking conditional statements. So first letter should be small as it is package conditional statements. Okay, finish. So under the conditional statements, we can take new, and I'm taking first class as a if else. Okay, public static void main, finish. So what I should do now is, so I'm writing code for the if else statement. So here I should take a condition that, here you can see the syntax. What is the syntax? If that particular condition and the statements which you are going to print if this condition is passed. If the condition is true, then only it will come inside and inside statements are going to be executed. I'm doing same here. So what I'm going to do is first I'm declaring int space a is equal to 20. Okay. So after that I'm planning that if a is greater than or equal to 18, if a is greater than or equal to 18, then system dot out dot println, inside println, printing eligible to vote, eligible to vote. What it says, if your age is greater than or equal to 18, it might be 18, 19, 20, 21, then what it will happen, you are eligible to vote. I declared the value of age is here, age equal to 20. So if I run this program now, what it will happen, if age greater than or equal to 18, if this condition is true, it will come inside and it will print. Now the result for this one is eligible to vote. Eligible to vote is going to be printed on the console. Eligible to vote is going to be printed on the console. Getting clear about the if else?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Not if else, just if. Okay, let's see if else now. So I'm creating one more class here, new, new, and here, sorry, here that name is given as if else, right? So just give if, because we have if else one more program. I'm just renaming this to if, only if. Finish. Next here I'm giving one more class name as a if else. Okay, I will provide all these programs, guys, don't worry. Once the course is going to be ended, I'm going to share all these codes. Okay, just see how I'm writing. Now it is if else, right? So if else is also same, but what will happen, one block is going to be added. That block is called it as a else. Is nothing but when if we write only if statement, what it will happen is the result is going to be printed only if the condition is satisfied. Sometimes the condition may not satisfy, right? So here age is 17, for example, the condition is false. The condition is false. At that time what we need to do, we need to print one more block is named as a else, and we should tell that that person is not eligible to vote. System dot out dot println, there you can write there not eligible. You can write your own sentences, not eligible to vote. Okay, clear? So now the age is 17. If I run this program, what it will happen? It will print that not eligible to vote as age is 17. Okay, it is called it as a if else statement. And next one is if else if. Next one is if else if. You can see the syntax of if else if. This is the syntax of if else if. When we have the multiple conditions, when we have the multiple conditions, then we are going to use the if else if. For example, the person who scores greater than 50 marks and less than 70 marks will comes under the grade A, right? The person who scores greater than 30 and less than 50 will comes under the grade B, right? Such a way we are going to write the if else if statement. If else if statement, let's write that program too. So what I can do is, here I am going to create one more class. I'm writing in separate files. Later it will be easy to understand. So that's the reason I'm not writing in the single file. Okay. If else if. Okay. So I'm writing here. So what I'm going to do here is, first initially I'm declaring int space marks equal to 70 marks. For example, I got 70 marks. So what I can do is, if marks um, greater than or equal to 70 and condition. This is called logical and. It's nothing but two conditions I am giving in the if. Two conditions should satisfy, and marks less than or equal to 90. Marks is greater than or equal to 70 and less than or equal to 90. Then we can call it as a excellent. System dot out dot println. I'm not printing grade here. I'm just printing the comment that it was excellent. Okay. So next, if if is done, next I'm going to write else if. What I'm going to write in else if? Same condition, the marks is going to be changed here. So what are the marks here? Greater than or equal to 50 and less than or less than, not less than or equal to, only less than 70, because here already equal to 70 is there. It won't accept here less than or equal to. You should give only less than 70. Okay. So next one. So in else if what we can write? Good. I can write a comment that good. Okay. Next one. Else. Whatever marks you got, else. If done, if else if done, if you want to take, you can take one more conditions like that. I'm taking the same else if condition and will change the marks here. Changing one more condition here, and greater than or equal to 30 and less than 50. It will come to the average, and else fail. If you got marks less than 30, what it will happen? You are going to fail. You are going to fail. So same I am going to write here. This is called if else if. If else if. Now what are my marks initially here? 70. If I run this program, what is going to be printed? Excellent is going to be printed. You can see run as Java application. Excellent is going to be printed. If I give here 20 marks, what is going to be printed? What is the output?
Fail.
Fail.
Fail is going to be printed. So this is called if else if. If else if. Okay. And next one is switch statement. Yeah, nested if. Nested if also is similar, nothing much specific on it. There is a if statement in inside if statement. So same program here you can take. I take two conditions in a single line here, right? So you can take the two conditions in the two if statements. Okay, let me take that two and will explain same. So let me copy this and let me create nested if. Nested if means if condition inside if condition. Remember that one. Okay. If condition inside if condition. Finish. So here what I can do there is marks equal to 70 and I don't want this condition. Okay. So what I'm planning to do here is I want to take one more if inside the if, where I can take marks less than or equal to 90. Less than or equal to 90. I want to copy this statement and paste it inside here. Okay. Okay, here you can see I took this if condition inside the if. Two conditions I'm taking separately. If block inside the if block, then it is called it as a nested if. The output is obviously excellent as it is 70. Okay. So this is called nested if. And next one is switch statement. Very important while validating the conditions. Switch statement. Public static void main. Click on finish. And now it is a switch time. We can validate the multiple conditions here. So if you see the syntax, So you can see an example they have taken here. Here you can see char space grade equal to b. Initially they have taken initialized that grade character variable as the b, and after that they have taken the switch off method and they are passing the variable there, and later they have taken case a, case b, case c, case d. Okay, these are the values we are passing through that grade. Okay, so let me take it first. Initialize the, you can take char space grade equal to, I'm taking a, and after that I'm passing switch of that grade. Okay, so here again that once we are in open that switch, we have to take the cases, you have to take the cases and you have to break it, you have to break it. You guys get to know the difference between break and continue while explaining a program. Once switch is done, I will explain that too as well. Okay, so here first let's see how to declare case. Okay, yeah, let's take case space. I'm taking the variable of a. Okay, it was column. Later you need to pass that system dot out dot println. In this println I am passing the comment that it was an excellent. When I got a grade, we are calling it as an excellent. After that I'm taking a break. What is the meaning of break here? Okay, now the case a is done. In similar way, case b, I'm taking only two cases. Okay, it just to explain it, that's it. Okay, so I don't want to waste a time. System dot out dot println. Inside the println I am taken very good. Next one is break, and then this. So here break means whenever that condition is satisfied, it will, it won't go further to execute. For example, this is a, right? A is matching with here case A only. So this statement is executed and this one is break. That's it. It won't go further execution. It won't go further execution. I will give one more example to you by giving the break and continue statement. At that time you guys can get to know very easily. So here if the A is matches with which case A or case B? Case A, right? So then excellent is going to be printed and the program is exited after that case A is printed. So let's see here, the output is excellent. This is called switch statement. And next we can see continue break. Continue break. So let's take one example for that continue break too. So let's see where these are there in this material. Yeah. So here you can see they have taken one for loop, and if I equal to 4, then break will happen and then system dot out dot println. So what we can do, let me copy this up to here and paste it inside this. So here you can see for int space I equal to 0, I am initializing the variable of I, and later I am giving the condition. This is the syntax of for loop. Okay, so I will explain that for loop syntax as while loop now after this continue break is done. First we have initialization, then condition, then increment or decrement operator. Okay, I have given I equal to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus. If I equal to 4, okay, here you can see first initially I is 0. Initially I is 0. So when that I is 0, I is equal to 4. 0 is equal to 4. Is it true? No, false. So it won't go inside this if, and it will print that I value 0. Then I incremented to the 1, 1 equal to 4, condition is false, it won't go inside the if, and it will print that I which are outside. This system statement is not inside, you can see. If the condition is false, then only the outside system print dot ln is going to be printed. Up to 3 is printed, 0 1 2 3 is printed. So whenever it's come to the 4, 4 equal to 0, 4 equal to 0, then inside we have a break statements. What it will happen? So you can see, I run this program, what will happen in the fourth iteration? So you can see, up to 3 is printed. Whenever that I4 equal to 4, that break will trigger and the program is terminated. It won't go further, it won't go further. Getting my point? Getting or not, guys? Break.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And next one, continue. What if I give continue here? Can anyone guess what will happen if I give continue here?
After 3, 4, 5 and all also will be printed.
Okay. Any
4 will,
others? Four? Okay. Here continue means the particular iteration is going to be skipped and remaining iterations are going to be continued. Then you can tell the output now.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6,
0 to
7,
9 is
8.
printed, but the 4 is not printed because I am telling that the particular condition iteration which is triggered as a continue is going to be skipped and remaining iterations are going to be continued. 0 is printed, 1 is printed, 2 is printed, 3 is printed. Coming to the 4, it won't print it. That it was going to be skipped. That iteration is going to be skipped, and later it's continue 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 up to 9. So you can see here 4 won't be printed. You can observe the output. 0 to 9 printed, 4 won't be there inside it. You can see 4 is not there, right? This is called continuous statements. Are you guys clear so far? We have seen total
Yes.
6 programs:
Yes.
if else, if else if, nested if, switch, and continue. I'm giving 5 more minutes. Now it was 8:33. Just take 5 more minutes up to 8:38 and see the concepts which I explained so far. Total 6 programs. After 8:38, I will go through the loops concepts. Okay, and I will
can
share
we
the
enter
material
a
today.
value, sir?
Sorry.
Can we give the input like, see, in the previous we gave marks as 75 or something, no? Can we input the
Yeah.
value after run?
Sorry, I didn't get
Like
your
we
point.
need, see, in the previous examples, we spoke about marks and grade, no, sir.
Yeah.
In that, we gave marks as 75 or something.
Okay.
Can we input the value? I mean, in the program itself, I should not get like int marks equal to 75. I want the system to ask me to enter the value.
Okay, no, it's not like that, but you can give it the time of running. Okay, it won't take automatically. So your doubt is that here, let me take if else if. Here, this is the input marks equal to 20. You are asking that will it they take automatically, right? That's what you're asking.
No, no, no. I should give the value. I don't want it to
Okay,
take automatically. After run,
okay,
I want the value to be inputted by us. In this is
okay,
see,
okay.
after 2 3 times iterations, I want to change the value. So can we do like that?
Yes, yes, we can do it. We have a scanner option. So we can not only this one. If you want to give the inputs at the time of runtime, we have dynamic options there. We can use the scanner class. and we can use the buffer reader class. We have different types of classes we have. You can use that too as well. Okay, if you want, I will tell that one too. We have a scanner object, there we can enter the details.
Yes, tell us all that also.
Okay, sure. So here, for example, int space marks equal to 20, right? So let's take this one. I just removed this. We have a scanner class, scanner space. We can take object as a scanner 2 equal to new scanner system dot in. Okay, import scanner. You have to import the scanner utilities. So after that, what you can do is you can take that you want integer value, right? So int space, you can take the variable as a marks. Okay, so we can take it as a, what is the object we have created above? Scanner, right? So you can use the scanner dot next line. This is a way how you guys can read the value.
Sir, what if we want to give a string of numbers? Like instead of just giving 75, if we want to give multiple numbers, like there's a class.
Then we have a concept of that array, right? So you can use the array. So if you want to give the string, I'm talking about marks here. If you want to giving any string value like your name, then you can take string space your object name equal to
Okay,
your inputs.
okay.
Okay. So let me check it. It's showing that error next line. Let's take the string. So we can take it in the double quotes as well. Okay. So the scanner will works for that too. So we should take only inside the as like string. Okay. So how can we declare the strings?
Double quotes.
Dub, double quotes.
Okay. 1 minute. I think the objects are not installed in the Eclipse. Let me check a minute. Okay, it this scanner is works for only a string object. So if we want to go it for what we can say integer value, we should take buffered reader. We should take buffered reader. So let me take the buffered reader instead of the scanner. I have created an object reader equal to new buffered reader. It's you may have doubt that, so it's the way of creating a object. Okay, you guys get to know while creating a class and objects concept. Buffered reader space class name space object equal to new class name of, inside we are passing some input. Inside we are passing some input like say again new space input stream reader of system.in. This is a syntax. Okay, system dot in. Let me take some quotations. So here we have to import input stream, we have to import buffer reader. Okay, so after that what you can do there is you can declare now integer. So int space marks equal to, it is a integer type, right? So integer, I should be capital. integer dot, we have parse int, read line will be there. Yeah, this is a way how we can read dynamically. So as you said that you are asking at the time of throw declaration. Okay. Throw declaration means don't confuse. It's an exception handling. If that while reading the input, if the input is not given, what should I do? It should throw an exception that number format exception. Number format exception. So now what you can do is, so you should know that system is asking your marks, right? So for that purpose, I am giving one system statement here. System dot out dot println. In runtime, you should know that the system is asking some input, right? So for that, I'm giving some statement. Enter your marks. Okay. So now you can see I'm running this program. It will ask. Same will be there for other programs too. It is asking your marks now. You can give your marks that you have 80 marks. Excellent. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. Everyone is clear? May I move to the next concept then? If you guys are
Yes.
clear.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And next one is loops. I'm just going to create one more package. That package name is loops. So loops is created. Under the loops, I am going to create for loop first. Class for. Nothing much to discuss on it, guys. So for example, my condition is to print 1 to 10 members. 1 to 10 numbers. So what I can do, first I can take for inside. First I am going to take a initialize the variable into space I equal to 0 semicolon. I am taking the condition I less than 10. So I want to 1 to 10, right? So I'm taking I equal to 1. Okay, then I less than or equal to 10. Then I'm incrementing I plus plus. I already told you the syntax in the before program while explaining the condition. So first one is initialization of the variable, second one is the condition, third one is the increment decrement. I plus plus means I equal to I plus 1, I minus minus means I equal to I minus 1. Okay, this is the syntax of for loop. So what I'm going to do is, now I'm printing that system dot out dot println. I'm just printing I. I'm just printing i's. So what it will happen is I equal to 1. 1 is going to be printed. So here initially 1 is printed. So after that, there I plus plus I becomes 2. Then 2 is printed. I plus plus 3 is 3 printed. And so on up to it come 9 printed. Now, sorry, 8 printed, 9 printed. So after that, that I becomes 10. 10 less than or equal to 10. Condition true. 10 is printed. Next, I becomes 11. 11 less than or equal to 10. Is that condition is true? No. Right? So it will print up to 10 only. So you can see run as Java program. It's print up to 1 to 10. Up to 1 to 10. Clear? Clear, guys? If you simply sit idle, I can't do anything. Please respond at least. Understand or
Yes.
not?
Yes.
If
Yes.
not,
Yeah.
what you
Yes.
want to understand. Okay. So next one is nested for loop. Nested for loop is also similar. That's what I said. Here you see some theoretical part too for the loops. There may be situation when you need to execute a block of code several number of times. In generally, statements are executed sequentially. If first statement in a function is executed first, followed by second, and so on. Loop statements are used for the repetitive execution. Total majorly we have three types: for loop, while loop, do while. For loop, while loop, and do while. Nested for loop is not required. So at the time of using the arrays, it will be required. So nothing special on it in the nested for loop. There is one more for loop inside the for loop. One more for loop inside the for loop. Okay. So next we can see the while loop. So here while loop in a Java program language repeatedly executes a target statement as long as condition is true. As long as condition is true. So you can see that what is the difference between the while loop and for loop. Okay, what is the difference between the while loop and for loop? In a while loop executes target statements until this condition is true. Until this condition is true, we won't know how many iterations we are going to execute it. Then we can use the while loop. But in for loop we know how many iterations we have. For example, just now we have written 10, right? So we know that this program has 10 times we need to iterate that particular loop. So that is called it as a for loop. In while loop we don't know the iterations. As much as that condition is true, those many times it's going to be executed. Okay, so that is called it as a while loop. Let's call it as a while loop. Okay, next we can see, go to this and let me create while loop. While public static void main. So here int space I equal to 0, while I less than or equal to 5. I have taken the condition. So in that condition I am going to print system dot out dot print ln. You may have doubts, or we can write this in the for loop too as well, right? So sometimes we are not able to do the things with for loop. At the time we are going to use the while loop. You can see in for loop we are giving initialization, condition, increment all in the single line, right? But it's not like that. We should give all separately. We should give all separately. Initialization separate, condition separate, and increment or decrement is separate. Okay, so here I equal to 0, 0 less than or equal to 5, condition is true. What will happen? 1 is printed, right? So next I plus plus means I becomes 2, 2 less than or equal to 5, condition true, 2 is going to be printed. Next 2 plus plus means 3, 3 is going to be printed. Then 4 is going to be printed, then 5 is going to be printed. Now it's 6, 6 less than or equal to 5, condition false, it will print up to 5. Let me check something issue. Okay, so here I didn't give any value to print it. That's the issue. So I have to give the I here. Okay, run as Java program. It's print 1 to 5 now. So 0 to 5 it's taken. 0 to 5 it's taken because I have taken 0 here, right? So if I take 1, so it will print up to 1 to 5. Okay, this is called while loop. And we have one more, that is do while. It was similar, but the main key difference here is while the condition is true, do this block. That's it, nothing much different. So let me copy the same and we'll show it to you in the do while. Same logic will show it in the do while too. So please watch this. Control C, new class, can take do while, Public static void main, very very important guys. These concepts are while you guys are practicing. Control V. So here do do is going to the picture here, and here the statements come up to do block, and this was removed semicolon. Okay, so here what is the difference between the while and do while is while all the statements are there under the while block only, but coming to the do while, so just ignore the code, understand the meaning of do and while. What is the meaning of do and while? While means do means you can do it, you can execute the statements while this condition is true. Okay, that's what it was telling. We can write it in the two ways, while or do while. Okay, so if you execute this one, what it will happen? It's going to print the same output, 1 to 5. You can see 1 to 5 is going to be printed. This is called do while loop. Okay, so we are done with loop concepts and conditional statements. I will share this one. So is there any new students here who only joined for automation? I think it was Arshit, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you joined? Are you confirmed your slot for the automation? Did they join you to group, WhatsApp group?
Today I will confirm, sir.
Okay, please confirm. So waiting for you guys to share the material. Okay, I will share the material, guys, for the remaining people today. It's now only after class completed. So if the Arshit is joined, I will reshare that materials again. Okay. So hope you guys are understand. If you have any doubts, you can ask me now. Meanwhile, I can share the materials. But the codes won't be shared at this moment. We'll share by the end of the course. Meanwhile, you have to go through the recording and type by your own to get practiced. Okay. If I share the
Yes.
code now, you won't write. You will directly copy paste. We'll share some Java programs too, guys. Please practice that. Okay, even if you are fresher or less than 3 years or 4 years experience, they won't ask your project much in the interviews. Mostly, they will concentrate on asking logic building in the Java as you put the Java in programming knowledge, right? So please go through it. Very very important. Don't neglect. Share the Java programs too. Please practice it. If you have any doubts while building the logics, let me know. Will help out you. Okay, just think logically. So now you are aware about the while, for loop, if statements, and all those things, right? So how can you use those topics while writing the logics? Okay. So whenever, even if you are working in any other company currently, you are not busy or busy with your houseworks, you can take a paper and put beside you, and you can try to write a logics by taking your own programs. Okay, I just share the material one, two. If let me know once you received the materials. Hope you received the materials, right? Okay, good. Any more doubts so far? I close the session. I shared the materials,
Installation.
guys, in the WhatsApp. Just go through it, and if any more doubts, you can ask me. Meghana,
Installation
I think you shared
PDF you did not send.
which one?
This one Java installation PDF.
Okay, sure,
That
sure, sure. We'll share it. Sure, we'll share it. I forgot that thing too.
Eclipse.
I'm sharing now. I think Meghana, you shared some test cases document, right? So I didn't get enough time to review that. Today I will review it and will get back to you tomorrow. Okay.
sure. Thank you.
Okay. Mostly, maybe by this Friday, I'm going to discuss about resume preparation. It was very important. So, how to apply in the on-site companies like other countries, Dubai, Australia, Canada, UK, US. Okay. So later we can discuss about how to apply for the jobs in India too. Resume preparation is very important, right? So once it is done, we can go through with other topics. Meanwhile, you can apply for the jobs. Okay. So if there are any doubts, let me know, guys. Otherwise, we'll close the session for the day. Everything is clear so far. Topics which we
Yeah.
covered. Okay, cool. So
Yes.
thank you all.
We'll
Have a
practice
nice
and
day.
maybe tomorrow.
Sorry.
I was just saying that we'll practice today and then tomorrow, whatever queries we will be having, we can
Yeah, you
discuss.
can ask. Okay, fine. So tomorrow we can see class, object, constructor, and string functions. So very important topics that too. This week concepts are very important. Okay, it doesn't mean that tomorrow week topic, next week topics are not important. This week topics are very important in the Java point of view for the automation. Okay. So have a nice day. Thank you all.